Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Impossible Mowers. In today's video, we got all the parts for the Husqvarna, and we're going to start the part 2 of getting this girl driving. Hopefully, because we already got it running, we're just going to doll it up a little more and then get down to the drivetrain, see if we can't put that new belt on, and get down to it. So stay tuned. Hey guys, like I said in today's video, we're going to be working on this baby, trying to get it drivable and a lot more better at running. And in case you guys may not know, or if you forgot, we got this thing running, but it had a throttling issue. So every time it would surge, sound like it's got a dirty carb. We cleaned the carb out, everything was fine. A little bit of dirt here and there. So what I'm pretty sure is we either have watery fuel or we have a very bad fuel filter. And the fuel filter that's on there, it looks broken, but it's just, even if it's not broken, it's really old, so that could be playing a good factor. I know that if you have a really bad fuel filter or dirty fuel filter, or even crud in the line going to the fuel filter, it'll stop the flow of gas, making it start to surge. So it could be a million things, but we're going to start by taking this, moving it over here so we can access it and get to a better working position. So when I get to that, I'll let you guys know. I'm also going to help try to just clear out some of the stuff here, get the parts outside, and like I said, try to get this over here just so we can see the mower and look at it a lot better, and it'll be easier to work on instead of having to go through this tight space. So let me go quickly move this over there and I'll get back to you guys. Alright, you guys, just got done hassling with this thing. It's definitely got a brake issue, which we have to fix, because when the clutch is in, it just has this terrible thing where it won't come out of gear, or the brakes won't let off. So we got to fix that. Could be a missing spring, we don't know. Moved it down there, moved it, oh, I can't speak today, sorry. Moved it out of here, all that good stuff, and it was in this pretty good mud hole. This was the original pulley, but I see this one fell out. And so this is the pulley that we're going to be using for the time being. I'm going to try to take these pulleys off, or just put them in the shop for future use. Okay, so put that there, show you guys what we got. Fresh from Tractor Supply, we got a belt. Ordered this off of Tractor Supply. Got these off of Tractor Supply, some LEDs. And we got off of eBay, air filter, which is pretty nice. So we got all we need. Oh, and fuel filter, which I believe I put it over here. Maybe, yes, no, maybe so. Yeah, that is a fuel filter, but not the right size. Well, let me look for that. I don't want to bore you guys all day looking for a fuel filter. So let me, oh, this might be it actually. I think this is it. Of course, clumsy me, drop everything. Nope. Huh, interesting. Okay, well, I'll look for that soon. When I get back to you guys, I'm going to get the fuel filter and we're going to get ready to install these parts, so stay with me. Well, guys, I'm having a hard time finding the fuel filter, so I thought, instead of killing all daylight here, the fuel filter, it's not going to stop it from running. In fact, I might just use one of these. These are rated for V-twins, and they're the right size. I just, I get picky with my fuel filters. So let's load this stuff in here. Go. Alrighty. So, in tradition, we'll start with the easiest things first, which is our LED light bulbs. These are waterproof, and from what they say, and they're supposedly pretty bright, so let's try it out. So the way I replace my bulbs is you just pop these off. There's a little arch right here. Pop them right off. Number one. Same thing over here. Find your little arch. Number two. I might clean those up. And then you can see your light bulbs just push in, and with mine, it's push in and turn counterclockwise. So it's going to be push in, counterclockwise, pull out. Some of the other tractors, such as a John Deere, Poulon, Weed Eater, Wheel Horse, Craftsman, you name it, they might not all be the same. They probably are, but just be careful with that. And like I said, I'm gonna push in, turn, and there we go. Voila. So we're going to take these light bulbs and we're going to save them because they're still good. And if we find another mower on the streets that we pick up and it needs lights, we at least know where we can find them. And here we are, the creme de la creme. I feel like a kid on Christmas Eve here. Good Lord. I'm telling you guys, doing this with one hand is not easy. The stuff I have to do on YouTube with one hand, it's fucking insane. Okay. Packaged very nicely. Let's see here. All right. I'm actually really interested to try these out. I haven't run LEDs since the Chuck days. That's what they look like. A lot of LEDs there. So we're gonna slide them in. Push in lightly and turn. Very good. I sure hope these are as good as they look because they don't seem to have a lot of protection on them. They feel very weak. There's the second one here. Push in, turn clockwise. All right. There they are. See what we look like. Keychain out. Yeah, we'll use the cadet key. It's a lot more easier to manage. Ignition. All right. Not bad. See this one. There we go. I'm not liking how loose that is, but it isn't dark yet, so I'm not expecting it to get any bright. See how that's kind of, yeah, well. Okay, well, let me put the plastic covers back on. I'll wait till the nighttime to try those out. And if I can't get to it in this video, I'll just post a YouTube short and post a link to it on this video, just so you guys can see what these LEDs these LED lights look like in the night. And if some of you are wondering where I got these, I will leave a link in the description of where I got them. I got these from Tractor Supply, but you can get the same brand on eBay, Amazon. Come on. There we go. Nice. I just want to see what it looks like actually with. Not bad. You can tell it's a little dirty, as to be expected, but looking pretty mint. All right, easiest thing out of the way. Put this down over here. Now we're off to second thing number 2, which is air filter. Wabam. Even though I did get some comments about this mower on not only YouTube but Instagram, and a lot of people were telling me you don't need the air filter. Why are you buying an air filter? And I'm telling you guys right now, This is a customer's mower, not mine. I'm just repairing it for a little bit. He wants it to be an off-road mower, so we probably might see this again next year for some mud tires, don't know. He just wants me to get it running and driving, and I don't rip people off. I just, if the customer wants a good, healthy running motor, I'm gonna get the parts it needs to be good, healthy, and running. And if it's got a dirty air filter that cannot be cleaned like this one, I'm just gonna get a new one. So that's the answer for that. You can see how this part right here is just, that's just not savable. And even if it was savable, it's not worth my time to fix it and clean it when I can just spend not even 10 bucks and get a new one, a good quality one too. So we can see our before and after here. Pretty dirty. So we're gonna put this new padding on. So for some of you guys that don't know, the way you put these air filters on is, sorry, I thought I had a sneeze there. A lot of people tend to think that when you go to put these air filters on, you put them in like this is the motor. And I'm gonna tell you right now, big no. You gotta put the air filter in like this, up against the engine, and then behind this, you put your piece of foam. And the reason why that is so that when it's like that, you're getting double the filtration. So it's filtering out the big things right here, like grass, dirt, and then it's filtering out the fine things right here. So that's just kind of the way you do that. So I'll show you here. Another question a lot of people might be wondering is, does it matter which way you put it? And I'm going to tell you right now, no, it could be this way, that way. As long as this thick part is put into the motor, you're fine. So we're going to put that in. And you'll actually see it just kind of, not snapping, but it'll kind of go in its own groove. Here we go, actually. Let me grab my padding first. You do need that first, since it is the first thing that goes on. Alrighty. There we go. And so we put the big padding in first. Make sure all the corners are nice and flush. See how that is? See how this ain't flush? Try to make it flush. Nice. And then come on. Is this too big? Ah, there we go. See how it kind of just fits right in there? Really nice. And then you just take your case, without the electrical wiring in the way, of course. And just kind of flip it up. Oh, we're off a leg. Oh, hold on. Got something jammed. Piece of dirt or something. There's no way. Is it this way? No. Tell me, I could have swore it wasn't not this way. Oh, maybe it is. Thought it was this way. Hold on. Something's not right. Yeah, no, damn. My bad, viewers, my bad. It has been 2 weeks since I've worked on this thing. I apologize. Don't listen to what I said. Filter goes in like this. I'm so used to my other Kawasaki where the actual air filter goes in like this. I thought this was the same way, and I didn't really think of that until now. All right, so padding on the bottom. This thick stuff, the thick filter, goes flat down like this. This goes up against the motor. I guess that makes sense. Put it up like that. Put in both of the clips there. And they should snap right in. Come on. Let me tell you something, guys. These old Cowies can be bastards sometimes, but with a little bit of love, they come in. I'm sure it's better when you have two hands, not one, so that's not really working for me. Alrighty, we got the air filter, we got the LED lights. It's coming together, guys, coming together. So next on our list, the belt. I have no idea if this fits. Tractor Supply just said, hey, what model is your Husqvarna? I gave them the model number, which is right there, and they said they hooked me up, and I'm just trusting them. So if it doesn't fit, then I'm not gonna be too happy about that. Alrighty, I haven't forgot about the fuel filter. I'm just doing that for last because I have no idea where the hell it is. Our trash here, you don't want to litter too much. And I'll probably take this air filter stuff, put it right there. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get onto this rig, and I'll meet you guys when I go to put the belt in, and I get a better camera angle, because right now this is pretty wet. I'd like to see if I can drive it up to the boards here where it's a little more drier. Not by much, of course. You can see it's pretty wet, but very good. Alrighty, guys, sorry about the cutout we had there. Basically, we got the belt routed from transmission up right through these idler arms. Got the clutch locked in so we can get as much tension up front as we can, and then just try to get it through these little loops here, this little belt keeper system. Actually, what I'm gonna do is lower that right about there. There we go. See how that went on? Same thing on the other side. Groovy. And look at that. It goes right in. See that right there? Slides right up in there. Alright. Let it go with one hand. Catch it with the bolt. Oh my goodness, this is the wrong bolt. God damn it. Alright, let me go get a better bolt and I'll be right back with you guys. Alrighty, guys, I just found out I think I was using the wrong pulley. I thought I had a bolt that matched this one, but I guess not. So we're going to use this small pulley and then tighten it up and we'll be ripping. So hopefully we're going to get that done right now, and then hopefully she'll drive. So I'll get back to you guys when she starts driving. My camera's running out of battery here. So I'll get back to this and take this pulley out. So there goes my light. Like I said, camera's dying out. I'm gonna stop right here and then I'm gonna pick it up when we go give it for a test drive. So be right back. Alrighty, guys, we're back. It is the next day. As you see in the videos yesterday, camera quality was really bad. It got super cold last night, which fogged up the camera with my breath. Positioning of the, I mean, it was really, I'm very disappointed in myself. I feel like I could have recorded that belt situation a little more better, but we're not done with it yet. And I was able to test drive it, but it only made it probably from right here to right there, maybe a little farther back, before I started hearing some not nice noises, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So I'm going to show you the belt situation we got here at a better aspect. So we were able to get the leaning tower of bolt on the pulley. I ended up using the stock pulley because the original pulley had the wrong bolt in it. I thought I did my measurements right, but I was way off. But other than that, it actually works really good. What I'm not digging is this bend right here. There's a bend and it's tweaking the belt, and that's not good. So we got to figure that out. And then the steering is super rusted, so it's really hard to steer with this thing. And then one thing I faced a problem with is, if you look at our tires, this guy is just barely straight, a little bit that way. This guy is way out, so the toe in and toe out is gone. I mean, it's just, we got to redo it. It's just making an alignment, making it so it steers better. And I'll show you a clip right here of what the LED lights looked like. They were super bright in person, like, wow. I'm telling you guys, I'll leave a brand for the LED lights in the description. You guys got to get them. They're amazing. I mean, for Tractor Supply to hook me up like that, super right on the money. And even with these fogged up lenses, I mean, I shit you not, I could literally see about 10-15 feet in front of me. Like, it was that bright. It's unheard of for regular halogen lawnmower lights. So it's just really good deal. Like I said, we're gonna do the steering, we're gonna fix the seat, look at our brakes, I don't know if they're there or not, and then give it for a test drive, and I'll be able to show you guys what I'm talking about as far as the belt situation goes. So stay with me, guys, and I'll get back to you when I recharge my camera. It's getting a little low on battery, and we'll start working on the steering. Alrighty, guys, before I dig into the steering here, I had to do a lot of running around getting fresh gas and all. What I just did off camera, and I'm glad I did it off camera because it was such a you-know-what, the fuel filter. So that's what the new one looks like. This is what the old one looks like. Just gone. Bent up. Junk. She runs a little better now that I got fresh fuel in this new fuel filter, but still surges, which tells me there's either junk in the lines, junk in the carb, and I cleaned the carb again off camera, cleaned the lines with my line cleaner. Still kept surging, which also tells me we gotta pop the blower shroud off and tune it, which I'll probably do on camera. Probably a different episode. With this episode, being that it's the part 2 of the revival, I just want to get it to drive and show you guys that we can get it to drive. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to swap out the seat. I got a seat from my other Husqvarna. We're going to swap it out with this Husqvarna seat. Probably put that in the back of the trailer and send it to the trash later. Clean out the front here, and then put the hood back on, do the steering, grease the front tires and the rears, and theoretically, cross our fingers, we'll be ready to rip. So we're losing sunlight. I'm gonna get it ripping right now. So like I said, we're gonna start with these bolts. I don't know if this is the stock Husqvarna seat. It sure looks like it is, but we're gonna grab our DeWalt kit here, see what size it is. And this is a 1/2 inch socket. I got the old 3/8 drive here with me, paired with the wrench. When you're taking off seats like this, guys, always try to have an adjustable wrench or a second ratchet or another wrench to grab onto the second bolt, so that when you go to impact it out, you're grabbing both bolts to bring them out. You can't just impact one side and then it all comes out. Sometimes if it's really rusty, you get lucky, you can do that, but not with this application. And also we're gonna take out this bolt, that bolt, and this guy. Stop the video and show you guys this. I got one bolt out, but this second bolt, some jackwagon put a stud bolt with a nut at the end of it. So I have to try to get my wrench in between the bolt and the sidewall of the seat holder to try to get the nut out. And it's not working great. You can see the wrench just doesn't even go in there, so I gotta get a thin wrench. Not very not kosher, not the best way to put a seat bolt in, but you know, I guess it works. Taking this out is gonna definitely be difficult. Ow, son of a bitch. Very different. We got it. Oh. Ow. Damn it. So, with all that said and done, I'll get back to you guys when that puppy, if it even comes out, comes out. Well, I guess I lack either skill or performance because I can't get this bolt out. I tried using the hammer with my flat wrenches. I got it a couple revolutions before the nut locked up from rust, and I can't shake it. Won't come off. Sun is getting really low, and we got to get this seat just pushed off to the side. This might even be a video on its own. That's how difficult this is going to get. So I'm going to pack everything up for the seat, and we're going to just jump right into the steering situation. So let me quickly get up front here, get my tools ready, and I'll get you guys, I'll meet you guys back when we start working on that. Alrighty guys, we're back. Some of you guys might be wondering, well, how do you actually do the steering on these tractors? And I'm going to tell you, every tractor is different, from the John Deere to the Kubota to the Craftsman. Different steering adjustments. So with this one, what I always like to do is, because you'll see here, there's no adjustment screw. On both sides, there's no adjustment screw, and the same thing is underneath the mower. So what I do is I keep the wheel straight, and then I will unbolt the arm, rest the tire to a spot where I think it's straight, bolt it back on, and then take off the steering wheel, make it so that that is straight, and then that's it. That's all there is to it. And I always like to spray a little bit of WD-40 so that the next time this customer comes here to get his tires either replaced or the steering needs to get adjusted again, it's going to be easier. So like I said, we'll see that this tire here is straight. It's not doing that thing sideways like I showed you in the beginning of this video. But you can see this guy, he's wandering off that way. So I'll show you exactly how to do this. So like I said, these are not adjustable. You have to take them off, these little arms, and I'll show you what I mean. This is a I'm using a 9/16 socket. I'm gonna put it on a loosening stroke here, and we're just gonna see if we can't get this puppy loosened. Right there. There she blows. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm gonna stop it right here and turn the light on. Alrighty, I know it's important for you guys to see what I'm doing so that you can do the same thing, just so you get a better image. So you'll notice that as I'm spinning it, that top nut will spin with it. That's where you have to grab your wrench. I don't know what size this is. This is just one of my wrenches that fit. It looks like 9/16, but I don't know. Works there pretty good. So with these, what I love doing is put your wrench pretty close to this little steering pit here, that little bracket, and then turn the little nut like this on the bottom with your socket wrench, and right there you'll see that the wrench catches on the side there. And now you can use one hand. Ooh, come on, sometimes it works. There we go. You can use one hand to take off the arm. If I can get that seated, there we go. Of course, as the bolt starts loosening up, you are going to start to need two hands here. Hopefully I can keep it the old one-handed deal. I don't think so, though. Well, maybe. There we go. See that? Whole assembly starting to come loose. Alrighty. Come on now. So close. Right about there is where you can start doing it by hand. Nope, I guess not. It feels so light on the wrench. Whew. You'll also notice that they are also lettered. So this has an R for the right side, and then same thing for the other side. The left side has an L. Just so you know, if you go to take these apart, you know where everything goes. That's gotta be it. Yep. Perfect. You'll get a nut and a lock nut washer. Boom. Now what you do is you just center the tire. Come on, baby. Best way you can here. I'm gonna say, ooh, you can see how that's just a little too much. I'm gonna push out like that. Let's see. It's pretty good. Actually, you know what? Nah, I don't agree with that. I'm gonna push that in a bit. That's better. See how they're both straight now? And then all you do, you take your arm, you rest it like this, crank your wheel one way, and that'll give enough room for the arm Ooh, a little too far. So like I said, all I'm doing is just turning that wheel so that this tire shifts the plate and moves this one forward. So right. Right there. And it should go right in. Alrighty. Put your lock nut in. Ooh, lock nut and washer. Oh, my bad. Lock nut washer and lock nut. Or just nut. That's not a lock nut, it's just regular nut. And then that's it. You put your wrench on, you tighten that puppy up, and voila. Straight steering. You can see how this one's coming out just a little bit. It's gonna do that because I haven't tuned the front steering wheel. So I'm gonna, after I tighten that up, I'm gonna show you guys how to do the steering wheel, and that should be awesome. So I'll get right back to you guys when I do that. Alrighty guys, this is the important part. You're gonna need a flathead screwdriver. We're gonna pop this top right off. Boom. Any mice? Hello? Nope, nothing. Just grass. Looks like, I'm gonna guess, not 9/16. Maybe 5/8? Nah, no way. Yeah, that's what I thought. Way too small to be 5/8. I'm gonna step up to the plate and I'm gonna go 17 mil. No, not even that. Go the highest one, 19 millimeter. Perfect. 19 millimeter socket, ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind. We're gonna keep that socket there because we are gonna need it for later. Possibly. All right, so one hand holding the wheel and theoretically, second hand holding the socket. So sorry for the camera angle. This part fell off, so I had to clip it back in. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna let the impact do this job just because it's a little more easier. If you're gonna do it with an impact, use an extension. These bolts that we're using right now, or at least the way we're gonna use these bolts and tighten them, you can use an impact. Worst case scenario, if you strip them, I mean, the threads are right there. There you go. And you're gonna see, just like with Chuck, there's gonna be these little teeth. So you're gonna pick up your steering wheel, or actually mark it up to where both wheels look kind of straight. So we're gonna see this, that's straight. It's pretty straight, it's wandering off, but it's good as we're gonna get. So you see that play? We're gonna take this out, realign it. See how that's not quite center? One more tooth over. Still got some play, that's fine. And then that's it. Put your washer back with your nut. Zip it on. And then it's still wandering a bit, but I don't think it's as bad as it was before. I might go back to this tire. She's not liking it. Not liking it. But yeah, it's pretty much it. And then we're gonna hop into the shop here. I should probably turn my lights on. I'll do that later. Grab some liquid wrench. This isn't necessary. This is just what I like to do. And it does actually help with the steering just a wee bit. Not like an enormous amount. A little bit goes a long way. We're gonna want to get some right. Get at the bottom here. Okay. The important part right here is right there. See how it's all rusted? That can stop you from having some good steering. Come on, I should have enough. Get the gears too. Just get every bit of it. because you want good steering. If there's one thing I can't express more to a mud mower enthusiast like me out there, is steering. It's a must-have. If you gotta correct a movement that you're making, whether you're going 10 miles an hour, 20 miles an hour, 30 miles an hour, or 5 miles an hour, you gotta make that correction quick. You need some damn good steering. And if you got steering like this that's gonna lock you up or it's not tuned properly, you don't want that, because if you can't steer properly, you can't move the machine properly. And if you can't do that while it's moving, you shouldn't be riding it. It's just a safety precaution you gotta have. And just what I like to do is work it back and forth. And you should be able to do it with one hand. Oh, look at that, one hand. Really nice. Dude, that's really nice. All right, so it's not gonna be perfect because there's so much play there. It looks like somebody removed the collar that goes right in there. That when you go to put the wheel straight, you'll notice one's still lurking a little to the side. That's all right. It's gonna be straightened off. You can't really fix, I mean, the only way you fix that is if you made your own collar, I suppose, to stop this from happening. And that actually, why is it doing that? Oh, maybe it's not. Seems to be a little clip right in there. See that right there? Huh. I don't know why it's doing that. Is it broken? Aha, yes sir, it's broken. So then that's what they use, huh? With my Craftsman, it doesn't have this, but this has kind of like a collar to the shaft, and you can see how there's a dot right there. There's like a little plastic, I can get into it right there, and then when we spin it around, where'd it go? There ain't nothing there, but there's an arrow too, you know? So it's probably just a broken collar. If I had more time, I'd fix it, but that's not going to stop us from getting this sucker on the road. So what have we done so far? We have gotten the steering fixed with the steering wheel, attempted to take the seat off, but holy moly, we are going to have to save that for another episode, because that is just, with the amount of time we have here and the amount of daylight, I'd be here for hours just to grab my grinder and grind that sucker off. My mini grinder, my big grinder needs new discs. And then we also gave this puppy brand new fuel, new fuel filter, air filter, and that's pretty much it, guys. Oh, and LED lights, and that's it. That's what we've done. The LED lights, that was past video, but oh wait, no, that was this video. I'm tired. I've been working on this thing for so long. This is the next day, so yeah. So what I'm gonna do right now is put the hood on, plug the lights, crank it over, and give it for a test drive. Just kind of see what it's all about. I haven't driven this thing yet. I mean, like I said, I mean, technically I have. I just drove it from there to there before I started hearing some problems with the transmission, the belt. But we got the belt situated off camera. So without further ado, I'll get back to you guys when we got the hood on, lights plugged in, and we're going to crank this sucker over. Alrighty, guys, we're on the old rig. Gonna crank it over and see what she's all about. Ignition's pretty stiff. LED lights. Choke. See what she's got. Been used in a while. It's been parked in my shop for almost a month. Yikes. All right, so steering still has to get fixed. It's a lot better than it was when I drove it, but you can see that's just still dragging, and there's something wrong with the belt. I can smell it burning. I think it might be the bolt stack that I put on the the drive pulley. So the drive pulley's sitting so far down it's not level, so we'll fix that. No biggie, I got plenty of bolts. I just thought that was the right size. Guess not. And let's see, steering bolt, that's pretty much it. I mean, like, the steering felt really smooth. LED lights look amazing. Let me just show you guys from a distance what they look like, on the front of the mower at least. Ignition on. I mean, just look at that. Really nice. Awesome choice. Yeah, is the ignition off? It shouldn't be off. There we go. Awesome. Well, guys, that is it for the part 2 on this this Husqvarna. I will be having a part 3 out, probably, definitely not till after Christmas, because I have some announcements to make in a little second here. But that's pretty much it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. We got a lot of progress done with this thing. We got it to move, we got the engine to start, we got it charging, we got the lights to work, and we got LED lights to work. We just got a little bit of a belt issue to figure out with the pulleys, and other than the belt, the seat, and the tire alignment, I think this rig's got a good potential. Oh, and a little bit of tuning in the motor. I think I just got to tune that carburetor a bit. I looked at the screw and it was way too zeroed out. But I didn't want to take the blower shot off. I just wanted to make this video for you guys, because I know a lot of you guys have been begging to see the second video. So that's pretty much it. Now my announcement I'm going to make is for our Christmas special this year. We are going to be having all of the Suburbans, hopefully, out on the romp. 5, actually. No, yeah, we're gonna have 5. My bad, not 4. Hopefully. I'm not making any promises, but it's really looking like a good thing here. We're gonna have the War Wagon, the 2500, Bucks 1500 Chev, and then our other fan, Steve, who is actually coming out from New York State to bring his Suburban out and off-road with us as a crew as well. So I can't wait for that. Hopefully things play out well, which I think they will. It'll be like an evening, nighttime kind of drive. So I'm hoping that works out good. Don't give your hopes up, but like I said, I think we're looking all right for it. So other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Patreon, Instagram, and I'll leave a link for the light bulbs I got for this thing in the video. So I hope you guys stay safe, and I'll catch you guys next time.